a good place to start, and it's an obvious one, would be to do some volunteering with some of these organisations. So I did, and to this extent, still do volunteering with certain charities, and they were ones that were principally of interest to me, which makes sense. And it can be a good way to see what's going on. You know, you might not be doing the most glamorous kind of work, but it's a fun way of maybe connecting with the service users and just maybe getting some experience and skills, basically. So usually communication skills is number one. So you need to make sure that you're going about engaging with the public in a way that's representative of that charity, that organization, but you're not necessarily employed by them. So that's just an interesting thing to kind of shift in how you see yourself as an ambassador. Whereas again, to come back to academia, I feel like it was kind of, I am me, and I happen to be employed here at the moment. It feels like it was all about me, my ideas, my intellectual property. I might be in this department, but it's very much me and my grant and my papers, my everything. As soon as I moved to the charity sector, it's not really about you, because you can't really achieve anything on your own. You need to be working bigger, broader, in teams and groups. So some volunteering experience is a good way to kind of see how that works in practice, and probably get your head around whether or not you are one of those people who is mine. If you like that, then that's fine, and you might find roles in the sector, any sector, where you can still do that, and there's a lot of higher up jobs in third sector where you can do that. But I do feel like there's a much more collective, collegiate sort of way of going about things. So finding out if you really are a people person one way or another, that would be a good place to start, and doing some volunteering experience. And certainly, again, because of the way everything's laid out with OSCAR and everything, it's really quick and easy to do a really quick soft scan of how businesses are doing, how charities are doing, their kind of income, what their goals are. Everything should be nicely laid out on the websites. It's probably quicker than most businesses to have a good look on their website and see who they are and where they're going and what's going on. And also, generally, it's a more informal sort of place to work. So there's probably a lot of opportunities there to reach out informally and find out a lot of things, such as posts that might be coming up, stuff like that. But beyond that, if you get a job working in the charity sector and you don't like it, move somewhere else. And then you've at least got the experience from that, and that's good experience. I think private sector could learn a lot from charities. Charity sectors could learn a lot from private sector and public sector. I think, there's more and more businesses that are all working together one way or another, that moving around is probably not the worst idea. But yeah, if you're a bit concerned about the whole money, cash flow coming in, donations and stuff, that might be a barrier to the kind of commitment and just generally, focusing on your job and doing well in your job, when you're actually concerned about the future of your job as well. But as discussed already, I've got my head around this, that I feel like that's a complete bluff. I think everyone's job is in jeopardy. So pick one that gives you a good feeling at the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the month, where you feel like you've achieved something, you feel good about it, and to keep the motivation up. And to be motivated will vary massively person to person what it is you're doing. But yeah, there's a lot more than just salary. Employment benefits, I think, is a big one. Actual time off, things like that. Different policies for leave. There's a lot of digging to find out how that job's going to really work for you or not. Commuting, cost of that, support for various things. Yeah, usually charities are quite good employers. If they've got the funds, they want to keep you the same as any other business. They don't want to have to keep recruiting and training other people. So I think they are looking for someone who's committed. So make sure you are.